Hi, this is Darla LeDoux. Welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about earn while you learn as a general philosophy for growing your business. So I work with transformational leaders, coaches, consultants, creatives, healers, and I'm constantly repeating this idea of earn while you learn because so often the people I'm working with can get hung up in getting it all figured out and having it perfect before they launch. So for me, I'm a recovering engineer. That was my prior career. I have a lot of perfectionist tendencies. So this totally makes sense for me. And I really had to learn that moving my work forward and working with actual clients or talking with other humans about the ideas that I thought were important was the only way to refine my thinking and to actually get a product ready to be a product. Our clients are often experts in coaching or healing or certain modalities, and they're working on their body of work or the thing that they're known for, or the way that they want to teach something so that they're able to bring it to groups rather than just individuals, so that they're able to host retreats. When I was thinking about this conversation, because I'm constantly reminding people, earn while you learn. I pulled out my first book, Retreat and Grow Rich, which actually has this on page 158. By the way, I was looking through this and I was like, this book is great. I forget because I have another book since. But on page 158, I go through this learn model. And so we'll go through this together today. What do I mean, learn while you earn? I used the acronym LEARN just to make it easy to remember. Step one, when you're wanting to really create something that's unique or distinct for you as a body of work, is listen to guidance. Now, you won't be surprised that that's advice from me here at Sourced, right? Our sourced guidance is our best business partner. So you want to make space to be able to tune in and hear what your magic is saying about what wants to be taught or explored through you. So that's the first step. Rather than going out and surveying people about what they want to know about, I'm a believer in feeling into your guidance because there's so many options, right? At least the clients that we work with have lots of options of who they could use their skills with and how they could talk about it. So your intuition really is your best friend in helping with that first step of guiding you in a certain direction. The second step is engage in a new conversation. So you get the guidance, and let's say the guidance says, for example, something I'm working on right now is talk about masculine and feminine energy. And I have all kinds of thoughts about masculine and feminine energy as a business owner and a female body who's dated both women and men and played different roles in my relationships and all of that. I have thoughts about this idea. So the first thing is my guidance is telling me create around that. Step two, engage in a new conversation. I've started bringing this forward with colleagues, with clients, to gauge the reaction, to get a sense of what people are interested in, and to refine the way I talk about it by noticing what people lean into. Because for me, and I'm guessing you might be like this too, I get really jazzed about the inner work related to something and the bigger picture, like energetic threads. So for me, I see my magic sees in these threads of, the masculine web of energy and the feminine web of energy and how they come together and what does this look like in business in particular and how might we create outside of the old paradigm. And so because that's the way my brain works and it can go deep, going to the practical benefits of this, I like to talk to people to see, will they make that leap, right? Because we know people are buying concrete, tangible benefits, right? And so we want to speak to the outcomes that someone will get from doing this work with you. They're not going to come learn about masculine and feminine energy just to learn about it. There's something that they want that this is going to help them to get. So that's why we've got to engage in these new conversations to see what are people resonating with? How do they think about it? So we can find that match. A lot of people from here would then go back in their closet or whatever, the corner of their office, and create a whole program and start recording videos and all of that. But we don't want to do that next. What you want to do as the very next thing is ask them to buy. Ask them to buy. So I have a retreat concept. I'm just going to use my example. I wasn't planning on that, but I have a retreat concept that downloaded into my brain one morning. I woke up and it was just right there, to take people driving fast cars to explore their relationship with their drive and their flow. So I've started asking people to register for this. It doesn't exist. I don't have a venue. I don't have everything planned. I have tested it. I've gone and done it myself and had a huge breakthrough as a result. So I know that the experience I have envisioned will be amazing. And I've started asking people to buy. So I have a couple of deposits, and now it's time to go to R. R is rally to deliver. Now, this is the part that people can get nervous about. What if I don't know that this will work? What if this idea doesn't pan out how I think it will? I want to read to you what I wrote in the book. So I wrote, now fulfill on the promise of what you sold with full integrity. You might discover that the original idea or plan doesn't work quite as well as you thought. As long as you're committed to doing whatever it takes to meet the outcome, you will learn, and your clients and your retreat attendees will get the value. Your intuition will kick in to find the best path, which can be a bit different than the one you originally imagined. So in this rally to deliver, you're in full integrity. So full integrity is doing everything you said toward the outcome you promised. I recommend, if you're in the learn phase, hold on to the money. If in the event, like, it doesn't go how you think, or they don't get the outcome, or, you missed something in your integrity, just give them a refund. Okay. But 9 times out of 10, actually 99 times out of 100, you're going to rally to deliver in full integrity. So let's say I have 6 calls in a retreat in a program, and this is the outcome that I want for people. And we do the 6 calls, and at the end, people aren't getting the result that I promised. Well, I'm going to give extra of my one-on-one time or add extra calls to the program or whatever to deliver on the promise, because that's how I know myself to be. I'm going to figure out how to get that outcome, even if it means me doing more. Rally to deliver, as long as you know yourself as someone who will do that. Obviously, you don't want to do that all the time, where you're giving all kinds of extra things and working outside of your integrity in that way. If you promise something and you're not sure, this is the key, that you'll do what it takes to deliver. And as long as you know that, you're going to feel good about doing this. And then the last piece is new material. So once you have kind of learned this, right, and earned while you learn, then you'll take what you learned from this first time or second time. Sometimes I've taught something or offered something a few times and then realized, this is, of all the ways I've explained it, this is the best way. And then I turn that into new material. So for me, this book, for example, came from doing this and figuring out, how do I teach people how to host profitable retreats? And then once I did, I wrote the book about it. All of what I have taught over and over, this is my second book here, and put into books, I first taught through this process, having an audience, asking them to buy, delivering on the promise, and then whatever comes through is gold that I can turn into the material that will sell it again. Okay. Now, asking them to buy, there's a reason that this is part of the process. So, first of all, you can't wait until you have everything perfect to make money. At least most people can't. So, that's part of why we want to ask people to buy at this point. But the other reason is, my background before coming into this work, I worked in marketing for quite a while and I did market research. So we would do research to develop new products and then go to test market and see how they sold. And one of the things I learned is what people say they will do and what they actually do are two different things. Two different things. This is why we do market tests. Because when you ask them to buy, they're going to make a real decision about how much they value something. If you just survey them, they're going to tell you, there's a good chance they'll be more optimistic or they'll tell you what they want to hear, what they think you want to hear. And so asking them to buy lets you know they actually value this thing that I'm creating. And then when you're in the delivery phase, you're in delivery with clients who are actually committed to an outcome. So they're going to show up differently than if you had clients that were engaging for free. They just will. They'll be more energetically committed to the outcome. And when you're in the world of transformation, you need clients who are committed to the outcome. Otherwise, you're trying to drag them to shift something that they're really attached to and they're not committed to shifting. So this is why earn while you learn. So if you're a coach, consultant, creative healer, if you want to lead retreats, if you want to turn your material into a course that really is valuable to people, earn while you learn. Don't wait and test your ideas with real people. Plus, it's a lot more fun. I hope this is helpful. Let me know under this video and we'll see you soon.